Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird and wonderful world. And today I'm just going to give a quick review of the last 6 CDs I bought in the last 2 weeks. Now, two of these, okay, are brand new that I had bought from Frank's Music, and the rest I bought secondhand at Spin It. So, 2 weeks ago when I went to Frank's Music, had bought I had bought this first. I'll show you this first. So I had went out and bought the Metallica Black album. It has some good stuff on it, of course. The original album remastered, and then you get the riffs, demos, rough mixes, and easy listening music. Different. Enter Sandman's Holier Than Thou. Uh, the Unforgiven, Wherever I May Roam, Don't Tread on Me. Like just different renditions of those. And then there's the Wherever We May Roam tour. Now, I played the first two CDs, okay? I haven't gotten around to playing the third CD yet, but I'm familiar with those songs. I'm sure it's going to be a fantastic concert, and I'm still looking forward to playing that. But I don't necessarily need to do a review of that. What I'm going to give a quick review for is actually the second disc of all those cool little riffs, demos, rough mixes, and easy listening music. Because yeah, the Nothing Else Matters, the very last track, number 14 here, that's the yeah, that's the easy listening. The elevator is called elevator version of Nothing Else Matters, and it's pretty cool. I like listening to all that extra stuff. So, yeah, I give this whole thing, well, because of this box set and with the extra disc and everything, I will give this a strong 9 out of 10. Now, I mean, as just the album itself goes, though, I would have to give that an 8 out of 10. There's so many other Metallica albums that are much better. I mean, but it's still a great album. It's still iconic in such a. It's still historically iconic in its own way. So I can't take anything away from that. People still really love this album. The people who do love this album, they love it. Now, also that day, I had seen this. I wasn't going to buy a second CD. I was only going to get the Metallica. And good thing I had a lot of money. It was just a a great paycheck and stuff. But I had to buy this, okay? I went and got the Rockabye Baby Lullaby renditions of Tool. Me being a Tool fan, and I wasn't going to get it at first, but when I saw the tracks on it there of the Grudge, Sober, Opiate, Disposition, Schism, Parabola, Parabola, Sweat, Reflections, Lateralis, and The Patient, except for Sober, Opiate, and Sweat, all the rest of the songs are from my favorite album of Lateralis. And so that's just the outside case, and this is what the cover looks like. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. And just to show you a side by side comparison, so you see what they were going for. You see, you see the so they were really like focusing on this album of Tool, on Lateralis, my favorite album of all time. So having the Lullaby, I give this a 10 out of 10. As I give this 11 out of 10. Okay, this will always have an 11 out of 10. This is the only album that I will say is 11 out of 10. Everything else is 10 out of 10. Like all the other Tool albums, everything else like that is 10 out of 10 is 10 out of 10. The only 11. But this is 10 out of 10. I think this is awesome. I so much love having it. And he nailed the essence of the Tool songs and making it sound so different and unique in itself, but yet so familiar and oh yeah, if I ever want to just lay back and relax and just and go to bed, play this before going to bed, I'll be asleep in no time. Some of my favorite stuff. Alright, so let's move on to the stuff I gotta spin about a week later. So the first thing I went and saw, well no, actually this is the last thing I saw. I'll say that for last. the first thing I saw that I wanted to get, well, of course, Load. I had to get Load. That was pretty much the first thing I saw and went for, because I need to finish my Metallica collections. And since now that I had bought that, I bought that. All I need left for the studio albums of Metallica are Reload, yeah, Reload and Saint Anger. Still some of the worst albums of Metallica, especially Saint Anger. I don't know. Saint Anger is still my worst album of Metallica, but yeah, the Load and Reload are kind of low. I mean, Black Album is slightly more better than that, but we're not rating Metallica's yet. I'll wait until I get all of them first before I do another rating of all the Metallica albums. But then I saw the Black Keys, and it's like, yeah, I needed the Black Keys. I needed this album, and I just finished playing it. Actually, I was taking a bath. I had this on, relaxing and enjoying the music, and yeah, it's so bluesy and so like sounds older than it is, but it's such a they have such a style. It's yeah. I'm one of these days I'm gonna have to go through pretty much most of the and try to do a rating of all my Black Keys albums. I have nine. I have nine of them so far, and I'm stoked on that. I'm happy. I want to like if there's other albums to collect of them, I do want to get them. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked that I had those. Then after I saw this, I saw that. So that was yeah, that was the last thing I looked in the Alice Coopers and they had that, and I'm like, yay! I mean, I've played it. I have played it. I've played it, but I don't need to give a rating. I mean, it's a 10 out of 10, of course, because I mean, but a review. I mean, it's classic. It's Billion Dollars Babies. It's not one of his better albums. I still like. I don't know. I like Killer, but I mean, this is up there too. I always loved Hello Hooray. I loved Elected, the title track of Billion Dollar Babies. I mean, there's no more Mr. Nice Guy was awesome. Generation Landslide has always been a great one for me that I really love. Thick Things and I Love the Dead. Yeah, yeah. Marianne, I think is and the second track are probably my two worst tracks on the album. And then followed by Unfinished Sweet, probably my third least favorite song on the album. But that could change. I'm going to be listening to that more. I mean, I used to play this a lot when I was a kid because we did have the LP of that. But it's always Killers that I played more than anything else. That's the one I went back to the most. But yeah, yeah, it's a great album. Oh, by the way, I give all the Black Key albums 10 out of 10. I rate every single one of them that I have so far 10 out of 10. There's not a dud in any of those. They all have that perfect Black Key sound. They're all bluesy and jammy and just good. Just goodness. And then so I had my three, you buy two, you get one free. So I am going to consider that my free one. As like, yeah, at least I didn't have to pay for Load. If I want to get Metallica, I gladly pay for these. Okay, but I'm glad I got this for free because yeah, that's just Metallica. It's not even the best one. But then, as I went to the counter and talked to my good friend Renee, who works there at Spin It, I was just gonna look on the counter right by the cash. There's all these they like their recent grabs basically. They just got that stuff. It's on the counter. It's about to be put out into the shelves, but it didn't get there yet. So it's like, okay, let's see what's on the shelf because I pretty much know what's in their catalog on the shelves, but what's on the counter. So I looked through the counter, and then the first thing that popped out right away that I couldn't resist getting was Killer Dwarfs, and this is called Method to the Madness. I didn't mention that last time when I presented this when I first got it, and I love it. I played it, and as you know, in about like what about 3 weeks ago, about 3 weeks going now, I had bought that brand new. I had Carl put that behind the counter, so I had paid full price, so like almost about $20 something for that, which was worth it. It was worth it. I'm glad I got it. But then I had saw that at Spin It, and this is only $8, but this is better. I actually enjoy this. This is a much better album than this. Not taking anything away from this. I thought it was a good album, but it just kind of my recollection of it was a lot better than my actual. But again, it's going to grow on me the more I listen to it, and then because I want to go and listen to this again and play these back to back. So now that I have two Killer Dwarf albums, I'm actually so stoked. So that was yeah. I still I give this a I give this a strong 9 out of 10. I'll give this a an 8. Okay, I'll give it an 8. I was going to say 7.5, but I'll give this an 8 because it's better than I was going to give credit for. So I actually know it's yeah, it's an 8. This is a 9. I really enjoy this one more for sure. And so dragging that out a little bit, giving you over 10 minutes of content. I still want to do some super long videos. Of course, you know I'm still going to continue with the art tutorial videos. I'm going to be doing some more of that this week. I'm going to try for Monday, Tuesday earlier in the week than rather than Thursday or Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, I'll have videos lined up for this week for sure, and I want to try to do videos every single day as much as I can. If I skip any day, it will probably be Sunday. If I skip Sunday, because that's usually the days where I have the least amount of time to make a video. But if I can, I'll throw one in there, even if it's only a little 5 minute video. But yeah, but again, with my when it comes to my art tutorial videos, I'm going to continue with the picture I started. As you know, as discouraging as as it was a little bit for me, people like it, of course, because you know I am going to always be my own worst critic, and I didn't like the way that's not the way I wanted the picture to kind of look, and the major reason is because I rushed myself to it. I want to slow down and relax and just take my time with it. And it'll take more videos to do to complete the picture, but that's not a bad thing. I'm going to try to teach myself to talk more and explain my work as I go along and what I'm trying to do. But usually when I sit down, I don't actually think about what I'm doing. I just kind of do it, and I like listening to music to get into the mood. And I don't I probably could play music, but it would have to be kind of low in the background, and I'd be talking over it anyway. So, and it will be through my stereo from my room, which is I'll be in my living room doing the picture. So I'll see about that. I might see what I might play because I'm not sure about the copyright on this because it is quite old. It's from the 60s that it was created. And it's all music from the 60s. And it's from a TV show, well, from a cartoon. I wanted to play my cassette from a cassette. The Spider-Man theme music in the background. I'm hoping YouTube will let me get that, to let me play that without it blocking me for copyright issues. Because, like I said, it's going to be in the background. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that. I don't know if I want to try that for an art video, because if it does block it and whatever, I, I want I don't want that progress to be lost. But I really don't think they're going to block that or whatever. But I will try it someday. I will try it something. I'll make a video where I'll put that music in the background, and 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 it won't be a serious or an important video. That if YouTube decides to block the music and not let me load the video or whatever, yeah, then it won't be a big loss. But yeah, for now, until I find out, I will just do my art tutorial stuff in silence and just talk through it instead. Until I find out I can play that Spider-Man music in the background. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. So just that, I just wanted to let you know about that. A quick little update at the end here. But anyway, I'm going to let you go now. So everybody, please, as always, be safe. Take care. I will see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great morning, evening, day, afternoon, wherever, whenever you may be. Peace, everybody.